Yo.
Whoa.
Yo.
And we back.
Yo.
Change names.
How's it? Oh, wait. No. Screwed up. Go for my sweet sound effects. And we back. Season 2, episode 3. It's the Rap Pack. Hey, so we got a new segment. I don't have a theme song made yet for her, but we got a new segment, right?
Yeah. Yes. We got the Weezy Jenkins segment.
Weezy Jenkins. So what is the deal? What are we gonna do with Weezy?
The segment is called 5 Minutes with Weezy Jenkins. She is back up in the crew. She was Yoko'd out of the crew 10 years ago. Now she's back. And every week we're gonna start the section that she's available. You know, she's kind of hard to pin down.
Yoko'd out of the crew, meaning she had a boyfriend who we call Yoko Ono because he basically took her out of it.
All right. Let's not dwell on the past. But let's move on.
I'm trying to explain it.
The idea is that everyone knows what somebody got Yoko'd means. So
I didn't know that.
But apparently we're gonna get graded on last week's performance. That's what's happening now. I'm so excited. All right, let us bring it.
You know what? Maybe just for tonight. Maybe the opener can be her opening.
The juice. No. We'll wait. Special guest Marques Carroll says it in there. All right.
Okay.
Weezy Jenkins.
Wow, the legend. The legend returns.
Jenkins.
Oh, it feels so good to be back in the crew. Back in the crew.
First of all, where are you, girl?
I am in Las Vegas. No, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now.
The AT.
Hell, shouty.
Yeah, come on, pause. I'm holding it down for you.
Yeah, shouty. I know you are.
I'm doing better than your Falcons are. You know.
I know you. Oh, please don't even talk to me about them Falcons. They trifling. They straight trifling.
You been to the GC lately?
What's that called?
Gentlemen's Club.
Oh, okay. All right, the Gentlemen's Club. No, I'm staying away from all asses shaking with germs.
Oh, I was just talking about the wings. I thought you would go for the wings.
For the wings and the steak. Yeah.
Yeah. Says vegetarian Weezy Jenkins.
So you saying you haven't been to Cheetahs recently?
I haven't been to a single strip club. I was supposed to go to Swingin' Richards. I'm gonna go to Swingin' Richards in a minute, but I haven't been any of the strip clubs.
All right, Weezy. Before we waste all our time talking about strip clubs, we got 3 more minutes.
Wait a minute. That's not a waste.
There's nothing wasted.
I'm open to recommendations.
A waste talking about going to strip clubs. Listen to what I said. Yeah. So we want to know, how did we do last week?
Well, let me see here. Hold on now. Get to my notes real quick. These are just my yellow glass. These are my protector.
I see. Those are the blue light blockers.
Yeah, they really work. They've been working because, I thought I had corona. Something was going on. I was the glaze. But yeah, so anyway, are they glazing? They're kind of crazy.
I mean,
I like them, but they do give you like the purple weird sheen.
Well, that's because is the screen on your computer like a blue background?
No, it's blocking all the blue, so it bounces off.
Oh,
yeah,
I was like, are you using an old?
My notes here. I have my notes here. You see how it's yellow?
Oh, nice. Get into it.
Wow, that's official.
So wait. Remind everyone, what was the track from last week, Jay?
Last week's track, you can go to SoundCloud and Jax, drop it in the comments. It is $1 Million, the Rap Pack featuring Justin Cornwell. And do you know Justin Cornwell, Weezy? Do you know him?
I do. But the track is called $2 million. $2 million?
No, I'm trying to get $1 million.
I think y'all said I'm trying to get $2 million. I'm trying to get a $2 million. $2 million. $2 million.
I know.
I thought, why y'all so greedy? Why y'all need so much?
No, $2 million. Like $2 million.
Let me erase that because I thought.
And,
bust in. This is part of the critique. Shit, it sounds like 2 million.
I thought it was a 2 million. 2 million.
I did too the first time I heard it. I did too.
See, 2 on 2 on 2. I really love the track. I love the Bitcoin sounds in the background. That was really nice. It really, that damn, what's his name? Justin Cromwell.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, good enough, close enough.
It worked for me. And his berry ice cream. I think he said something about he liked good berry ice cream. Y'all remember that? Maybe you don't.
I do.
And I really like rhyming, like rapping and rhyming, dealing and building and million. That was really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I really appreciated that y'all were able to get Nate Dogg on the track. That was really great.
There were like multiple Nate Doggs on that track.
Yeah,
and Andre 3000 was on the track too.
Yes.
Also, yeah, Nate Dogg really surprised me. I was like, he said he was Poe and white and dumb. I don't know how y'all got him to admit to that or to say something like that. What y'all paid him? I just didn't even understand. But that was really
especially because he's gone beyond this world.
Exactly. I was just like, is this? What do they call them? The
reincarnation or the
posthumous.
No, yeah, the posthumans. But I knew it was. I actually realized it was somebody else, and I don't want to point no fingers. But wait a minute. But I could tell it was at the end of the verse. You had me Nate Dogging the whole time, and then you said the stanky ass children. And I knew that Nate Dogg would have said stankin'.
Yeah, I knew that too. I was thinking stanky. I was like, stanky's mad Iowa, right?
Yeah.
It's really Iowa. It's really expensive for the track being $2 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I really wanted to ask y'all personally, are children expensive? Like, I don't understand. What's going on? Are they really expensive for you?
Yeah.
That's those guys.
Yeah, what's going on?
Once you have them, you can give up on like any sort of like personal luxuries, vacations. Like,
Haas, we got an echo from you, buddy.
No, it's from somebody who's playing. Somebody doesn't have it muted. Someone just muted it. Someone.
I don't know. I got an echo.
Yeah, I thought it was from some. It's still there.
Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
I don't hear it. Is it
If
me?
someone has the YouTube or the Facebook open, it might be happening because they didn't turn the sound.
It's
down.
actually just a feedback thing. This is too close.
Got you.
To the actual thing. Anyway, go ahead.
No, y'all were just telling me about children. I just was confused about that because y'all really are struggling with these kids, and I can't wait to have children so that I can have indentured slaves. Basically, I mean, you got to put these kids to work. Y'all got to get these kids working for their living.
Yeah,
I mean, trust. That is the plan.
Working on it, but I got to tell you, under 6, these motherfuckers are expensive.
I've seen 3-month-olds washing dishes. I'm just saying, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
From my understanding, they never stop getting expensive. Like my son is actually now beginning to get to that point where he has like the bottomless stomach.
Which is why you got to have $2 million.
He just goes into the fridge and like, you just buy some. I just bought that dozen eggs, and all of a sudden, all them shits is gone.
And Pops, I really love how you are in these streets getting your flea on. I saw a video of you fleeing and flopping. You've been on that show. Have you ever seen that show? I've seen.
Yeah. I run that show.
Run that show?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just saying, like,
you should be featured on that show. I got some ideas on how we can make sure that we win that 5 Gs every single time till you get to that 2 million, and then you be straight.
Okay. Well, after this, we need the powwow. We need the sidebar. Okay.
But are you? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do that. But are you really out here in these streets? You flipping and flopping?
I'm out here. I'm out here.
Okay. In the Poshmark. Is that Poshmark or Poshmark?
That I don't know.
That was Justin. Poshmark. I think Poshmark is like a resale clothes thing online.
Not really. I thought that's some version of electrocurrency or whatever.
No, he said now I'm getting smart. Sell my clothes on Poshmark.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
It was Justin.
Oh, because
Just
when we were writing
perfection.
about it, he was.
Just
I mentioned Bitcoin, and he goes, "My wife on the Poshmark," and I was like, "I guess that's a new currency."
So
I'm
Weezy
like-
By the
on
way,
this-
if you need a good shiffer robe, talk to your boy.
Okay.
Weezy, bust one up right
I
quick.
need some non-champa also. If you can hook that up.
I know you need. I got you. I got
Oscar
you.
bust
Can we
up.
just talk? Can we talk for a second about how Paz rhymed credenza? Special.
Yeah.
Special.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you,
pretty.
Jack.
I mean, but passes are always
You're fine.
been a little eclectic with the rhyme scheme. I also wanted to know about your grandpappy. He was a hustler. What was he hustling? What was going
No,
on?
man, all those little niggas was hustling back in the day. I mean,
Okay, but I want to understand. Like, let's get to the bottom of this. Like, hustling.
I mean, it's really nothing to get to the bottom to. In order to stay being on the bottom, they needed to hustle.
He was not a bottom though. I'm no disrespectful to Grandpa. I'm trying to understand.
I don't know. One of them might have been. I don't know.
All right, Weezy, we're about done with our 5 minutes. Out of 5 boat drinks, how many boat drinks did we get on this track? 1 to 5.
Drinks on that track. I would say that's about a B boat drink. That was an A boat drink. You said
Like a 4.5 boat drinks?
I like to do letters. I appreciate letters.
Yeah, do what you want to do.
Okay, yeah, lettered boat drink. We got a B boat drink on that.
That's
one?
a 5B.
5B.
like that.
I'm gonna just take that as 4.5.
That's 5 boats. That's 5 boats.
5 boats.
Okay.
That's NYC.
All right.
5B.
I banged it 3 times in a row. I mean, I was taking notes, but I did listen to it quite often.
Are there any other notes that you got there you wanted to pop through?
Just keep rocking. Keep that Justin around. It's not a bad look. It's not a bad
Word
look.
up.
He's definitely fucking handsome.
Yes, he is. We need to make a video or something.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Weezy, thank you for dropping
We
in.
love you, Weez.
We'll see you
I
next
love
week.
y'all.
We love you.
Theme song next time.
Thanks for coming back to the group.
Namaste.
All right.
John Lennon's back.
All right. Peace out, Weez. Now, everybody, we can finally get it started.
We got sauce. GQ, Jackson Boss. Take hip hop, get experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central. This week's special guest is Marques Carroll. The rap pack, we got sauce. JQ, Jackson Boss. The rap pack, spit that giant with special guest Marques Carroll on Tuesday Night Live.
Hey, Marques Carroll, there's the guy, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Oh, pal.
Man, I have not seen this show, but I have seen clips of you guys on Instagram, and I have known you guys for what, 10 years almost now?
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yes,
Maybe
well,
more.
maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all get funnier every time. I'm sitting on the other side of this, listening to Weezy. This shit was I'm dying over here, man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude. She's ridiculous.
Dude.
Weezy gets me rolling every time.
She's the funniest woman
when
alive.
she would start talking about them kids, though, I was like, you ain't lying, because Pies, my daughter's 10, and it's hilarious how, you buy some shit, and then they just walk into the refrigerator as if they put 5 on it.
Yeah, exactly.
They put nothing
Yeah,
on it.
like they just came back from the store. they just dropped 3 or 4 bills.
You know what I'm saying? And it's hard because I don't have a son. I look at my daughter, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, all right. And I can't be hard on it. It's hard, man. It's hard saying no.
Yeah.
It's hard saying no to my daughter.
Yeah. I feel you.
How old is she now, Marques? How old is she?
She's 10 going on 17.
Wow.
Yeah, believe that.
Oh, I'm talking. We was watching Harry Potter the other day. She said, "Can we watch the third one?" I was like, "Why are we skipping around?" She was like, "Cause she like Malfoy because he looked cute in that specific one. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm like,
Oh, no.
what? I was like,
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me finish this. It was funny because when he came on the screen, she perched up a bit. I was like,
Oh,
come on, man.
Okay. What are you mad about more? That she likes boys or that she likes Malfoy?
I don't even know what that means.
The most Aryan,
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
evil mini Hitler kid possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight up third right.
I was like, come on, man. What is going on here?
And not only that,
All right. Hey, we want to talk about, for instance, let's tell Marques. I met you over 10 years ago, maybe a dozen years ago. We were in a band called the Booty Movement Coalition, with Rick Garenbeck, keyboardist from Boy Dog Pondering, and Tiffany Monique, jazz vocalist legend in Chicago. And man, honestly, I was there some weeks, you were there some weeks in the beginning, and then when we were both there on the same weeks, it was like, I know that dude. And probably 6 years before I even really spoke to you off stage.
Right.
And people would be like, I'll be like, that's Marques. He's nasty. Like, what's he about? I'm like, I don't know anything about him, but I know that dude. I know that dude because I play with that dude, and we are on the same wavelength every time we play.
Yeah, man. I remember just every time you and I would hit the stage, it was some magical shit. It was like, not, what we all do is it's all cadence and rhythm and movement, man. Even in everything that you guys like, watching you guys do your thing, I'm just like, man, it's dope.
Hey.
But I remember when we connected, I was like, yeah, I'm a spiritual dude, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure you and all five of us at some point on a whole nother realm was kicking it, because it's just, even G, when I met you, I was like, yep, I know these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. And on that note, Casey Foster on the Facebook feed says BMC.
BMC. She was our bartender at Martyrs, yeah.
For years.
And I think me and Marques made up a song about Casey called Casey-licious. Remember that song? That song was tight.
Yeah, I'm surprised did she ever get up on stage with you guys? Because I'm watching these things she's doing vocally, and
she was busy making money.
Amazing.
Man.
Yeah,
but hey,
blacking us all out.
I wanted to talk about your history a little bit, Marques, which is, obviously you run with a lot of deep cats, and you are one of them yourself. But one of the things that when people think jazz. And I know you don't like that word so much, but we'll just use it because it's hard to use it. Yeah. But when people think jazz, I think there's sort of this idealized, Coltrane, Monk, the 60s, the early 60s kind of thing. And I think people forget about the people that laid the foundation for them.
Yep.
Because they're seen as sort of more simplistic. And nothing could be further from the truth, actually. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that, because the sample we're going to be talking and working on today is Milt Jackson, he bridges, if I'm not mistaken, and you can be the jazz historian here, but bridges the gap from the Duke Count world into the Train world, right?
So to speak, man. I mean, I think it's important to understand, I don't want to keep it too long, but the beginning of this music, I call it America's music because that's what it is, man. We are responsible for a lot of music that is worldwide, to be perfectly honest. And the beginning of jazz itself started in those old, red light districts, man, where the shit was happening. Folks was drinking and fornicating and having a good time, I mean, it was party music, and I think at the same time as it was coming out, Louis Armstrong, and I got a picture of him with his autograph right above this computer, man. He was the first American pop star, and the way he played was so complex and so new that everybody was like, "Hey, what is this?" You know what I'm saying? Blew everybody's mind, not even just with his sound, but how he would bounce over the melody, because it would be melody, a variation of the melody, which they call jazzing or improvisation, and then he played the melody again, and they be out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything like John Coltrane sitting there playing for like, 30, 40 minutes. You get what I'm saying? It was like they were telling a story that was simple, but it was at the same time giving some people an idea about who they were, how they were living at that time. You know what I'm saying? And then you go into the swing era. Everybody's really popping now. Lindy Hop, whatever it is. Doing a thing, Prohibition, whatever, right? Then you move into bebop music, and that's, I think, what you're talking about is like a Milt Jackson. All those guys are moving out of this kind of like, big band costing a lot of money to house everybody, and it was like, we got to, after that depression, folks was like, wait a minute, we can't afford. I mean, they went through a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Can't afford it. So you literally bring the bands down. And plus the music, the society
got cooler too, though. Cooler.
Yeah, man. Well, you got to understand too, man. Society was changing at that time. Every time there's a shift in our culture, especially in society, whether it's an economic shift, an industrial shift, whatever it may be, artists are always, and I'm talking about y'all folks right here on this screen, artists are always adapting and telling that story, and coming up with something that's fresh and new to kind of go with that time. You know what I'm saying? So like what we would call, boop, boop, dee, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Everybody went real cool and chill after that. Gil Evans with Miles Davis, or even Chet Baker, because you had this New York pies, you out there on the East Coast, baby.
Word.
You got that New York grit sound as opposed to West Coast, which was, it showed that music, played what the West Coast is about. You know what I'm saying?
Just like hip. It's just like East Coast and West Coast hip hop. Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Wasn't bebop like a countercultural movement that was like speaking out subtly, through music against the racist culture and against oppression?
Now, and that came a little bit more afterwards, G. Like, so that bebop music, man, you're talking about coming out of Kansas City. So that's Charlie Parker, Thelonious Monk. Even Milt Jackson was a part of that. Dizzy Gillespie, you got all these guys there. They got tired of like any artist, man. You get tired of playing the same thing over and over and over again. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just
dance, monkey dance.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So you're like, well, man, if I'm gonna be doing this for like 70 years, right? How I'm gonna enjoy this? That's why Miles was the greatest, because Miles was one of those artists who's like every 10 years or so, Miles was in the front seat talking about, y'all can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's like bebop came along at a time where it was like folks were like Bird and those guys were like, man, I'm trying to play some really hip shit. But it wasn't even just the kind of notes that they were playing, pitches. It was actually the rhythm, man. That kind of thing, right? That's rap. That is nothing but rap. That's Biggie. That's Pac. What Charlie Parker was, I think, one of the first original rappers, man, because of how he rhythmically played. Because that's
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
He spoke with that horn.
But after bebop, man, you go into that. What happens after bebop is around those late 40s, 50s, kind of, sorta, and it's moved on. This guy's like, shut up.
No, I just want to give you props.
Yeah.
But then he goes, but you go into then the civil rights, man, and that's when artists, jazz musicians themselves were like, and it wasn't just them, it was all kinds of black artists specifically were really challenged, taking that time and saying, wait a minute, man, we gotta do something about that or speak about that. The church bombing in Alabama, Coltrane came up with that record. You get what I'm saying? And it was beautiful, right? You get Max Roach's "We Insist." Go check that record out if you have not. Max Roach, the drummer, is called "We Insist."
We Insist.
And it is like I believe it's Nina Simone with him, and it is some of the deepest music, man. Because you can hear her screaming at the top of her lungs, and that image that you get is the people that are like, I am tired of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Charles Mingus.
Tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah,
for sure.
Charles Mingus also part of that movement, and one of my favorites, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big Paul, crazy light skinned brother. who didn't take no shit. All right. This brother,
Love me.
he wrote a tune called Fables of Faubus about the governor of Arkansas, I believe, at the time, or it was Alabama. I think it was Arkansas. But it's called Fables of Faubus, and he goes off, man. It's like a diss track. That's what's so cold about these. Everybody want to talk about hip hop, and when I teach students, like, we gonna learn hip hop, I was like, yeah, we're gonna learn it. We're gonna start right here. We start with the Mississippi Delta blues. We go into, you know what I'm saying? We check out Sister Rosetta, the queen of rock and roll. Elvis was a
hero the most, but he never meant shit to me.
Right.
No, but this is a good segue. This is a good segue because what you're saying about jazz actually being hip hop and that era is really what we're going to get into right now. So the sample I was thinking about, something obviously I didn't want to get into an artist that is trumpet heavy because we have you as the guest, right? But then and lately I've been listening to a lot of Cal Jader and I've been just loving vibes. I've been digging on vibraphone. And I just wanted to like get deeper into some vibraphone. And I've listened to Milt Jackson, but I never really dug deep into Milt, in the bags as they call them, right? Mm-hmm. And this song, this is a single album. It's like 30 some minutes long, and in 1961, and Bags and Train made an album called Bags and Train, and it's Milt Jackson and Coltrane, and it's a gorgeous record. And listen to the beautiful thing that they knew they were leaving me 60 years ahead of time, because in the beginning there's just gorgeous samples. Like, please take these. Here, check this out.
That's some gangster shit.
I gotta stop it before we get in trouble for playing somebody else's music. But check it out. Check this out. And so then let me share screen.
We're going in the screen.
Guys, into the beat. You want to go into the beat?
Yeah, play the theme music.
Let me pour some cognac. I gotta pour some more cognac here. I got the red going tonight.
Inside the beat. We're going in, inside the beat.
Okay, we're going inside the beat. Oh, all right. Can y'all see that?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Look at this.
We are going inside the beat.
You was busy, brother.
What's up?
You were busy.
Dude, that kid don't fuck around.
All right, so check this out. So then, when I chopped up Bags and Train, you can see Bags and Train right here. Check this out. Well, first of all, I always like to. Can you guys hear that?
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, we hear it.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I like to run my samples through my DJ rig because it allows me to put in things like that wouldn't be in there if I had just chopped it by itself. So this is. Right?
Uh-huh. That's your sample bank?
That it goes on.
Can you put the camera on yourself, Jay?
Oh, wow, that's dope, man.
Yeah, show us you hitting the keys so we know what's going on.
Yeah, that's totally dope.
I didn't know you couldn't see it. 1 second.
Are you gonna have to show me how to program that, man? That's dope.
Yeah. Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Can you see
I hear
me?
you.
You can't see me though, right?
No, we can see you.
It's
Okay, here we go. I'll spotlight it for a second. Here we go. So here's the bank. That's the bank.
Nice.
So then I started, I wanted to up tempo it a bit and make it a little dancier than it was in the original and give us something with a little more energy. So I'll play this for you. Maybe I can find it again. But where are we? It's this guy. Check this out. Like these banks, I've been taking samples since 97, so I got incredible banks of drums, and so I built out this amazing jazz jazz drum kit, and I'll show you guys what this thing sounds like. Check this out. Let's bring that bass back in with it. I mean the sample. Brought in a little high, tambourine. And then you know, just to make, like, that's great and all, but then but you want to make it bang. And so I always layer the drums with the 808, and then I layered that same bass kind of key thing that's happening, all monophonic, and I put another like new school synth bass on it, and this is what all that sounds like together. And then I was looking for a part B, so I went back to the sample bank, and here we go. I had to get a little train in there, so. And then I put one here. That samples out. I mean, that delays out at the end, so you hear it go. Right? And layered that with bass again, 808 again. This time I put shakers on it, and then kept the drums, those jazzy drums. And then I put another break on top, just to give it even more of a shuffle for Marques. And that wasn't enough, so I also came up with a C section because I was just excited, and the samples were so fun. So this one's got even more of like a classic kind of jazz show.
This shit is the best.
So check this out.
This is my favorite part of the show, by the way. Going inside the beat. So
the cool thing, G, is I did actually take two banks from the same song, because there's a part where and I don't know who it is. It's not Paul Chambers on bass. Who's on bass on this? Do you know?
If it's Milt Jackson in him, it's got to be Paul Chambers. I would imagine it's Paul Chambers.
It sounds like Mr. PC. It sounds like the same dude, right? It sounds like the same guy that's on Giant Steps to me.
I think it is Paul Chambers.
Yeah. So he on his solo, and I didn't like, this is not something I tracked, but I was just peppering through the song, and I realized he bowed his solo. He took out his bow, and check out these samples of this bowing. Now, people got to understand, these aren't loops. I'm chopping this up. This is like mosaic art. This is audio mosaic art. We don't do very often loops around here. So just if anyone's wondering. All right.
Yo, real quick, Jay.
Yeah.
That first jazzistic kick drum you got?
Yeah.
The first half of the phrase and the second half of the phrase have one little difference with the double kick on the third bar of the first phrase. That shit is fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it layers with the sample too. They all do it.
I noticed.
Cool. And so that is what it sounds like when we.
We're going in, inside the beat. We're going in, inside the beat.
Okay.
Outside the beat. We got to go back outside the beat for that one.
No, it's the same theme song. Same theme song.
No COVID.
Oh, there we are. That is that.
You say no COVID?
Every time I cough, I say no COVID.
No COVID, no COVID, no COVID, no COVID, no COVID. No COVID.
Oh shit. All right. So what so you guys check your emails. I got the beat. You got your things set up. We've been talking about this beat now for a little bit. We had a little email exchange about it. I think G was talking about a diner, and then Pos was like, yeah, I feel you, like it's like going out to eat, but it's more like doing it in Paris in like a crazy smoky bar. And I was like, oh, that's
cafe.
Cool.
He did not say a bar. He
That's the same thing in Paris. So all cafes are bars there, homie. So it's like, so we kind of got a little bit of like a little more edge to it through that. And then I also was getting a little bit of like, you know, detective noir shit going on because Marques started talking about using the
oh man.
And I was like, you know, 5:46, I wake up, I light a cigarette, finish the last of my bean. I'm on a case. You know, like I gotta find out if this woman's cheating on her husband.
Man,
I think I love her. You know, like whatever it is. You know, like,
when you sent the track, man, that's what spoke, man. That's the thing about it. And when I saw the email too about like Paris, I was like, yeah. And you know, literally just like this whole, it sent me back into a black and white film.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Pas's novella? That he did as a reaction piece. I love those. I love that. He went beyond anything he's done before, but it was a brilliant piece of writing. I wish someone should read some of it for.
But I think there needs to be
going in the track, bro. It's going in the track.
Yeah, it's going in the track. Never mind.
I think there needs to be some section of the song that, and I think Jax, you haven't claimed a verse yet on it, so we were kind of hoping you would take some of the stuff from Pas and maybe some of your literature background, your degree in literature, and take some of that reading and from book club and take that into
that reading you be doing
into that hook part. G had the idea for a line. What was it, G?
Oh man, this place is aces.
Yes, we like the internal rhyme of that. Man, this place is aces. And so we were hoping you would take each chorus and do a different thing on each chorus, but end always with "Man, this place is aces."
Cool. Is there 3 sections that I need to do that?
You would need 3, yeah.
I should have brought my Pall Malls down here and just fucking sit here smoking. All right. Cool. I got
Marques,
can you get your fedora?
We've reserved one of the verses just for you to solo on.
Okay.
Fact that I'm excited to share with the fellas and nobody's heard yet.
Oh, they haven't heard it. Okay. Do you want me to? Do you want some of this? I mean, what you looking for?
Do you want some of this?
I mean, watching us want to hear you more
what is
than
this?
they want to hear us,
want some of it? What do you think?
I mean, we can talk about it as we get going. The longer thing will take these guys to get going because you know, you already know where you're going and you know Western music and you know what chord changes are. We don't know what those things are, so you know, it takes us longer to learn our own music.
Man, come on now. All that stuff is a bunch of BS any damn way, man.
I'm gonna tell your students you said that.
Oh, I tell them all, man.
What
I got 2 degrees, man, in jazz studies performance. I can use it to roll up. I'm gonna shut up.
Let's rolling up.
Those that are just joining and have been with us the whole time, thank you for being here. This man is an absolute beast on the horn, and
Yeah, he's a legend.
we're excited to let him play and solo a little bit over the track, and hopefully we can highlight that, Jay, from the studio.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for tuning in. This is Tuesday Night Live. We do this every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. If you tune in right away, you will get last week's report card. That's the word I was looking for, Jax. Last week's report card from Weezy Jenkins. So after this is done, go back to the beginning and watch her crazy ass talk. And Marques Carroll is here. Marques was 5 years did you do with Basie?
No, I did about say 3.5, almost 4.
Oh, 4 years with the Count Basie Orchestra, which is if you haven't heard of them, leave, go do something else, turn on Count Basie, and watch this shit in a replay because you need to educate your dumb ass. Okay. All right. So
Okay. So
I think if we're talking about going out, then guys, and we're talking about this place is Aces, then Jax is describing the place, right?
Yeah.
So if our verses, what I took from that was I was getting ready to go out, and then I arrive at the place by the end of my verse was kind of how I took it. So if you guys are down to kind of go with that, I think that's a very jazz idea too, which is like getting dressed, having a pregame, you know what I mean? And like the cool, before the night gets too blurry, the parts you can remember.
That's how we do it. And, you know, when we was playing in the club, man.
Yep. I mean, I think a couple of times I've seen you guys there. It was blurry from the time you got up there, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Marques also was the head of our horn section for all our Retard Crew shows. So
yeah.
Elvador.
Yeah, if you ever came to the
any
Elvador.
less tight. It was not any less tight. It was just more blurry. That's all.
Oh man, we did one show at Martyrs, and I was literally in the midst of a THC overdose. Somebody gave me some drinkable THC in Bailey's, and it was like 3 shots of it, and they were like, just sip that.
It's
and I was
200
like,
milligrams. It was
it's
200.
It's 200 milligrams. And I was like, this shit's delicious, and I chugged the whole thing. I drank 200
You were speaking tongues, bro. You were speaking tongues, but it was dope.
I mean, I don't know. You told me it was good, but I definitely was like, everyone knows.
Who cares?
Everyone knows. But I was feeling the higher plane of consciousness for sure.
Oh yeah, you were on some other shit. It was sick. It was one of the sickest shows I've seen you perform live. It was great.
But let's get into it. Who you guys?
It wasn't freestyle and it was style freeing.
Exactly. I was all kinds of Lex this whatever.
You were spelling shit backwards and upside
I had
down.
an idea actually about the track, and I don't know what you have in the sample pack that would fit this, but I translated a little bit into French, and I thought it's like a sort of like it's like an ignition thing. So maybe you could have some drums underneath, or just like like a little ba-dat. Like,
you mean like R. Kelly ignition thing? Like
no, like a lift off into French Cafe. So it's kind of like an airplane. They say like buckle your seatbelts or whatever. It's kind of like that, but at a French cafe.
nice.
Cool. So you want me to like add like fills, like jazzy fills?
Yeah, to like start the track while I say this shit in French, and then I'll record the talking on the chorus. Potentially, we'll see how it sounds. If it sounds like shit, we won't.
Well, yeah, sure. Let's talk about it. I also in this deep dive of Milt Jackson, I will quickly share this. I did find this incredible interview with him at Howard University. And check this shit out.
That
Hold on. Maybe I can share this real quick. Where? Sorry, one sec. Share. That's top one. Here we go. We might go into crazy like barbershop land for a second, but hold on. Okay, you there?
Oh wow.
Dude, that's some old school shit there.
Yeah, for real.
Listen to
Look at that afro.
Listen to Milt, because I recorded Milt and chopped him up as a potential opening for the track too. So maybe one could be the intro, one could be the outro. You know?
You mentioned Duke Ellington, and one of the things in the course of
check this out. Listen to this dude just drop fucking knowledge. Watch this. He insisted that they do the shit. They film, not just have an interview, but they film it for posterity. So check this out.
Doing a document like this fitting into that kind of a perspective, or what can be done to enhance the position of jazz in the media?
Well, the way I think it would enhance the music or the industries for that matter, is because they will get some authentic information, first of all, some real true information about what we do and what we have done in terms of the creativity of this art form. And I think that much more of it needs to be put on film and documented by recording or film, if not both.
That's fucking awesome. Check this little piece out too.
Why do you think that's an important dimension of this project?
Yeah, I think it's because there's not enough of us while we're still alive that give people the true insight on what we have done and how valuable and creative this music is and what it means to us in the American society, especially from the standpoint of blacks.
Damn.
Fucking awesome.
That's a sick fucking statement, clip, everything.
Yeah.
Man, don't get me started on this, man. Like this, that Duke, not one black musician from the knowledge that I've read that are our ancestors of this music ever called it jazz music. They never called it jazz music.
Yeah.
We're making music. We're making art. This is what we do. We're telling our story. You know what I'm saying? Miles Davis never said it. You watch any interview with Miles, and Miles be going off.
Yeah.
Duke Ellington called it black classical music. Like none of these, Art Blakey talked about it. Like every Mingus, they all talked about it. And there's one guy, I'll leave you with this so you can go on, but there's one cat you should check out, Nicholas Payton. He's a good friend of mine, a hell of a trumpet. Like he is like bowed down. That's the dude that's like pushing boundaries. But he's been pushing the narrative of calling this black American music. And it's great when you see these old interviews.
Well, they were doing that then, right?
They were talking about it then. And Nicholas Payton, when he started talking about it, everybody's like, no, this is blasphemy. This is jazz music and blah, 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 blah. He's been on this kick for about 10 plus years. And it's finally starting because of our climate now.
Yeah.
It's finally starting to make sense to people. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
cool,
it's some messed up stuff, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, silver linings right now that people are actually getting woke to that shit, and
that's dope. Though,
what better time to collaborate and celebrate those dudes than right now? So let's do them proud and record this track and have fun with it, yeah? Because you know what they were not? They were not fucking precious, man. And nothing pisses me off more than watching artists be all precious with their shit. So let's have fun and let's drop some fucking...
Amen!
Amen!
Shit.
Let's do it.
Amen!
All right, I'm going first.
Do it.
If you all need to mute and get into your things, get into your things. Marques, you hang out. I'm gonna stay with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch you with Marques. I'm gonna critique your non-precious.
I'm gonna go crunch some numbers.
This shit, and can I say Weezy Jenkins? That sounds like she belong on like What's Happening Now.
I mean, she does, but you know,
Weezy Jenkins, I love it.
Weezy Jenkins, she's the best.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's the funniest woman I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. This is a
funniest person.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
When you send me this track, man, Jay, it was funny when you asked me about this. Well, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I told him, I'm like, I might be out of town. I don't know yet. My girl and I want to take a trip, and when you hit me back, I was like, yeah, man, I'm here. Let's do it. You know, you sent me that track, man. It was like, you're like, yeah, just have something, think of some things to do, and you know, send me something over, you know, Sunday night. And I was like, okay, no worries. And I got into the shit because it was so dope. And was
you were like, I sent it. It was like an hour after I sent it. He's like, I sent you 16 tracks. Okay. I guess you liked it then.
It was dope about it though, man. And you know, they play it in the key of D flat, which I'm sure you guys probably, maybe some of you guys understand what that is. But it's like certain keys give a certain kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
And that D flat sound gives it this really moody, dark,
creepy vibe.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, that
sneaky,
you know,
like sneaky.
You know? Exactly.
Ominous.
So I was like totally like, yeah, this wouldn't have worked if it was in a brighter key or whatnot. It was like the perfect key for that. And it also reminded me too of Miles Davis when you brought up the whole, you know, Paris Fritz thing. Miles actually does a movie where he records with a trio from Europe. It's a French film, and I got it on cassette. That's how bad I wanted this thing. And it's a French film, and they improvise the entire music to the film. Miles with this trio sits there and watches the scenes, and they improvise and play the whole thing.
Whoa, what was that called?
Wow.
It's,
you remember?
Yeah, I'll find it for you right now, and I'll pull it up.
I'm recording. I'm going into it.
Go ahead.
Everybody want to get up on this D flat.
You guys can't hear the beat, right?
You see this?
No, we can't. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I gotta highlight you.
I sent you
Pronounce that shit. I sent you and Miles Davis.
Jackson's gonna have to pronounce that for us, but yeah, you got.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movie. I mean, I didn't understand it by any means, you know, from the words, but like just the scenes themselves. Watching, you can find on YouTube also of Miles playing this, and it's dope watching them perform in different takes and cuts of the scene that comes by. It's really cool.
Okay,
all right, we go. I'm going in.
All right, man. That's dope.
Feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips all sex and smoke like barbecuing with Texas folk. Mad flavor like Mexico. Let's get on down. Half big city, half little town. Looking in the mirror, I adore myself. So I pour myself a little bit of brown. Get a glass and chill it, fill it. Rocks, swirl it, swill it, still it. Burn my chest, but it burns so beautiful. Burn like yes. No stress, I'm dressed so rare. Cuff links in this pocket square. Heads in a hat with a tilted brim. Music's muffled, then I walk in, it's like,
yeah.
I want to hear that.
Let me hear it, though.
Mexico.
Here we go. I need to do some doubles on that. Hold on.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into.
And I'm looking good. Fingertips all sex and smoke like barbecuing with Texas folk. Mad flavor like Mexico. Let's get on down. Half big city, half little town. Looking in the mirror, I adore myself. So I pour myself a little bit of brown. Get a glass and chill it, fill it. Rocks, swirl it, swill it, still it. Burn my chest, but it burns so beautiful. Burn like yes. No stress, I'm dressed so rare. Cuff links in this pocket square. Heads in a hat with a tilted brim. Music's muffled, then I walk in, it's like.
Nice, JQ.
Cool. Yeah, let me put in a couple of little harmony things.
You're gonna fuck with Mexico.
Mexico. Mexico. Brown. Yes. I walk in this light. All right. Let me do one low one too. Mexico. A little bit of brown. Fill it, rocks, swirl it, still it. Burn my chest. Yes. I walk in, it's like. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring this in.
Feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips all sick.
There we go. There we go. So we won't go deep in the mix yet. I have some presets from my channels because I just know my own voice and got them like that. But here's the verse.
Feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips all sex and smoke like
Little
barbecue
compression.
with Texas folk. Mad
Little
flavor
EQ.
like Mexico.
More compression.
Let's get on down. Have big
More
city, have
EQ.
little town. Looking in the mirror, I adore myself, so I pour myself a little bit of brown.
Little reverb.
Get a glass and chill it, fill it, rocks, swirl
There we
it,
go.
swill it,
Little
still
delay.
it, burn my chest, but it burns so beautiful, burn like yes. Little stress, I'm dressed so rare. Cufflinks in this pocket square. Heads in a hat with a tilted brim. The music's muffled, then I walk in, it's like
Cool.
feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips on sex and smoke like barbecuing with Texas folk. Flavor like Mexico. Let's get on down. Have big city, have little town. Looking in the mirror, I adore myself, so I pour myself a little bit of brown. Get a glass and chill it, fill it, rock it, swirl it, still it, burn my chest, but it burns so beautiful, burn like yes. No stress, I'm dressed so rare. Cufflinks in this pocket square. Heads in a hat with a tilted brim. Music's muffled, then I walk in, it's like
Alright.
That's that's dope, man. A little slide in is nice.
The dismount. We call that the dismount. It's nice to have like a lot of hip hop doesn't have extreme sort of like swing shifts, you know what I mean? And it's real refreshing to be able to like dive right in.
Man, if cats like really like somebody like a Kendrick Lamar, man, who works with Terrace, I think it's Terrace Martin, great, keyboardist, sax player, the whole thing. Kendrick, man, is to me one of those kind of dudes, and even Nas, man, mixes a lot of, just they bring so many different elements to the music. So it's not just this one little thing where what folks are doing today, that.
Let me pop into one of these guys and see.
Yeah.
Prenez vos boissons, allumez vos cigarettes et détendez-vous. Le spectacle est sur le point de commencer, quand le spectacle pour recommencer.
Come on, man.
Check out.
Y'all some silly motherfuckers.
Hold on. Let's see what G's up to.
It's with the M to the D to the M to the A to the what the fuck is going down tonight, and I walk in his life. Try that. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Have them speak.
I'ma need a coffee to stay awake until the party poppin', 'cause that's when I drop in. Till then I'll take a nap and manicure my funky brow. Hop up in the shower now and then I find my white gold grill. But chill, got a pocket full of pills. My dame expected me to lace the whole place with the M to the D to the M to the A to the what the fuck is going down tonight? And I walk in this light.
Wow, he sounds like a horn player.
Yeah,
Yeah, he like took your solo, bro.
yeah, I know, man. Come on, what the hell, bro? You ain't what's wrong with you?
Let's get some Apas here. Let's see what he's up to.
I'm going back to Paris. Cafe, sipping on sherry. Parlez-vous no français? Oh, she a killer. Vous aimez la French vanilla? Oui, oui, bonbons, good stuff. Croquettes, vinaigrette. My time.
What?
This is amazing.
Bro, this is like being on the stage again. Just some chunk.
It's good shit. It's not good shit unless you're enjoying it while you do it.
Oh, bro, you know it.
I'm gonna need a coffee.
Paris,
To stay
plumes
awake
of swirling
until the
smoke
party
rings and
popping.
snaking vapors, long ash sticks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale as she climbs to the absolutely... oh, shit. Hold on, let me try it again.
Hey, Jax, can you hear me?
Lost my place. Paris, plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale as she claims to be absolute... oh man, I don't know.
You hear
I don't
me?
have enough time. I have
You hear
to
me,
cut
Jax?
that part, the second part, and go straight into...
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, buddy?
I can, yeah, I'm good.
No, yeah, I'm checking.
Paris, plumes of swirling smoke rings
Ow.
and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale as she claims to be absolutely famished and then barely touches her plate of mussels and frites.
Muscles and frites. Muscles and frites. It's all about the muscles and frites.
Jax, you there? Jax? Yo!
Jackson House. Jackson. Jax. The chat. My
I
chat.
did. But you didn't get. Let's listen to more Posse. He's fun.
Pirouette, clarinet night. Juliet and I walked out. It's like,
He said pirouette, clarinet.
Clarinet, dude, I think that's
Wow.
what makes it so funny, man. It's like everybody's on mute in their own shit, and then as soon as you unmute, you don't know what you about to step into.
Buttery escargot being stabbed and slithered into a torn sharp baguette in the fat-fingered hands of a thin-mustached man who believes himself to have way more influence and sway in his gay profession than actually bears out in reality.
Oh, wow.
Let me get in my
We
resume.
get weird on
Yeah, Jax, can you hear us? Yo, can you
Jackson.
hear us? Dog.
Pilsner in a tall glass mimicking a woman's figure. Red wine or rosé in glasses that are squat and fragile and completely about more influence and sway. Oh.
Yo, Jax.
get a pirouette.
What's up?
Yeah, hey, make sure that make sure that you're you're recording as softly as you want to.
Okay.
If you need to turn the mic up and then not speak as loud, I think that you'll get more.
And did a pirouette.
I think you might get
Clarinet
more like
night.
feeling.
Juliet and I walked out. It's like.
Okay. I'll try it.
All right, Marcus, we're gonna pop into you. You see like around. Let me see, like.
I want to hear them buttery licks, bro.
Yeah, you know, like if you're looking at the project and you got like 1 minute 42 seconds, do you see a verse that starts at that time?
Give me a second. Let me check it out. This.
Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure I can still hear you guys. It was silent, and it's very rarely is it silent with 5 of us in the room.
Yeah, everyone's just getting into their own thing.
That's awesome.
Hold up. Am I getting any sound?
This ain't no fancy cafe, and yet it is because it's a fucking French cafe. White Americans sit in the corner, strategically placed there by the hostess because everything about them says crass, despite the Americans' best intentions to ingratiate themselves. Dark chocolate.
Hey, Jax, you got one more thing? One more thing?
Is that better?
Yeah, I think you can split the difference a little just so you don't get the plosives into the mic.
You want me to have is it better here?
As long as it's just a little off axis, because you don't have a pop filter, right?
No. So like this?
Yeah, you can get it
Americans.
close, but just be but a little off axis.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. That sounded better though?
Yeah. I think that's the feeling is better, yeah. Thanks. Man.
Okay.
Marcus, you see that spot around 142?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. Give me a second.
Okay.
I got no sound going on in my I'm having some technical difficulties, my man.
It's okay. You need some help? What do you need?
Let me see. I'm not getting any
Are you in Logic?
Yeah, I am. Hold up, I think I just hit it.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Let me do this. Take it back over here to these headphones.
Gee, did you send your stuff over?
Yeah, I'm not getting any sound in my headphones, man. It sucks. Hold up.
Yeah, Jay, you should have it. I just emailed it to you.
Thank you.
I am gonna be right back. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. Cup. Well, the speakers are on. I'm waiting for that trumpet. What? Trumpet, bro.
I'ma need a coffee to stay awake until the party poppin', 'cause that's when I drop in. Till then I'll take a nap and manicure my funky brow. Hop up in the shower now and then I find my white gold grill. But chill, got a pocket full of pills. My dame expecting me to lace the whole place with the M to the D to the M to the A to the what the fuck is going down tonight? And I walk in this light.
What's this?
Come on, dude.
I'ma need a coffee to stay awake until the party poppin'. This way I'm poppin'. Till then I'll take a nap and manicure my funky brow. Hop up in the shower now and then. I find my white gold grill, but chill. Got a pocket full of pills. My damn expect I need a lace whole place with the L to the D to the M to the A to the what the fuck is going down tonight? And I walk in this. I'ma need a coffee to stay awake until the party poppin'. Cause that's when I drop in. Till then I'll take a nap and manicure my funky brow. Hop up in the shower now and then. I find my white gold grill, but chill. Got a pocket full of pills. My dame expecting me to lace
Cool, Marcus.
Yeah, man. I can't. I'm not hearing anything coming back out of my headphones. Kind of sucks.
In Logic.
Yeah.
Okay, so go up to Logic Pro X up in the left.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to Preferences?
Yeah. Go to Audio.
Yeah. What is it saying is your general? Your audio output device.
It's my Scarlett 212 or the 2i2 USB.
And you're plugged into the Scarlett?
Yes, I am. I can actually record into it. It's fine. It's just my playback is not doing anything.
So is Zoom potentially messing with your?
Potentially, yep.
So go into Zoom real quick.
Yep. Preference.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you can choose built-in microphone.
Uh-huh.
As your speaker.
Yep.
And then now try Logic. Quit and restart too, just to see if maybe the driver starts again, and that works.
Okay. All right. Let's try that.
Jay, you want to pop in on Jax for a second?
Tea bags and lemon.
Yeah, it's perfect. I can feel it.
Black Parisians whose skin is the shade of the tiramisu they share with their loud, rude, but somehow still cool white Parisian counterparts. Skirt steak and mushrooms, hot water with tea bags, and lemon.
Oh, shoot. That's hilarious. Let me see if this works. Yeah, still no dice, bro.
Okay. How about switching your Logic output to the built-in device and plugging your headphones right into that? So go
Plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the law of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a...
So go to audio output device.
Plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors,
Yeah, that's going
long
to
ash stacks defying the laws of
So
physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale.
Okay. Can you potentially took your headphones out of the Focusrite or the whatever, and then put it into the computer?
No, unfortunately, I can't. Nope. Not on this new one. Sorry, man. We can figure this out. Where do you want me to lay this track down at?
Any whole verse will work. So you could do it from the top.
Okay.
And then just go until the vibe's cool part.
All right.
But the other stuff you sent me was very bright.
Oh, okay.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's just really bright. So if we're gonna leave that stuff in, then
Right.
I was hoping to get something a little more full bodied. And so if that means turning the gain up and whatever.
All right. It's frustrating, my man. Okay.
I want I'm thinking about slightly breathier tone or something, a little rounder tone.
Something like. Less busy.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what to play, but that's the tone. That's the right tone. Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, man. I'm frustrated that my headphones aren't working the right way, though.
You know what?
Take it off. Take one off. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. No, so listen, if you just want to play the track from iTunes, record yourself into Logic, just send me that file. Just either you're gonna have to explain to me where the entrance is, if you start on the one or the end of one or whatever, right?
Right.
If you start on a boom, banda, you know what I mean? Like, then I know where to drop it.
Yeah, you could describe to him where you drop it. We just want to hear you play. I'm just dying to hear more of that horn.
This cat.
That's what we say too. We say that all the time.
This cat.
This cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Pass, you sending me tracks?
Yeah, I am. Right now I'm bouncing them.
Cool, thanks, man.
No, this ain't the most I did. I see what you're saying. You want something fuzzy. You want something fuzzy right here?
No, you got that. That part's good. I'm
Right.
talking about the part over the thing you already laid down. Bum, 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 dun, dun.
You want that fuzziness on that part. Got you.
Dum, 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 dum. Anytime that bass, it's like 16 bars of that bass line, right?
Yep.
With the key change on the fourth section. Not key change, chord change on the fourth section.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm saying like if you're playing like right here, if it's like boom, 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 right there, start, right? So it's boom.
Okay, I got
all the way into, and then you're out. That's your solo.
Play it again from that spot.
The beginning.
Yep.
Right when that starts.
Got it. Cool. All right.
All the way into.
All right. Cool. Let me try something. All right. I think I might be able to. I think I might have this where I need it to be.
Okay.
We'll see.
Oh, cool. Yo, Jay, these are all small enough today that I'm just gonna send them over email. Okay.
Yeah, you're all good. How many tracks you got?
Just 3.
All right.
That's small for me.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's all good.
Oh.
Cafe in Paris. Plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors. Long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale.
I'ma need a coffee.
Yeah, you should have him. Yo, Jay.
Yeah.
Four and one.
Here you go. 1 second.
Go back to this. I like that one.
Sounds beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it sounds really great.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's up, Paz?
Now, I was just saying, my verse starts on the,
All right.
I basically on the 4 and before the 1 of that, at the beginning of that verse.
Got it.
So just a little bit before the 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hold on, let me see something. Like, does it keep the same marker when you stretch it out? Yeah. So it's marker 73, you could say. Like we could like line it up right with that, I think.
Yeah, I moved some things, so it's not the same.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I got you. I got you. It's 81. Yeah, but it's the one before it.
Yeah. I sent you over everything, Jay. I realized I didn't give myself enough space to do This Place Is Aces, but I gave you a bunch of takes on that, and you might be able to just pop them in.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough space. I don't know. Maybe we can just. There's another place to put it. I don't know.
I thought if you want to get rid of like lemon and tea water, you could do it there. Although I think those weird food things
They're kind of yeah, they're pretty funny. I don't know.
I'm going back to Perry.
Okay. So you are. Got it.
I'm going back to Perry.
Right? Going back to Perry. Is that right, Paz?
Yeah, that's correct.
Jay.
Yeah.
Give me one input of like, or anybody. What are you hearing as far as this trumpet on the top end? Give me an image.
Hey, G or Paz or Jack. Jax, you have the email open. Read the color. Read the color section to Marcus.
Okay. It says. Let me find it. Colors: indigo, burnt sienna, lots of deep, darkish yellows, like cafe awnings are street lamps in a European city when you're higher than a mug on cannabis or shroom tea. There's also, frankly, a cinematic or pornographic black and white scale feel to it, like in 40s, 50s photo exhibition.
Go with that?
How about that?
Yeah. Okay, cool. And this is, and Jay going all the way up to just that first one, correct? That first vibe solo?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. Perfect. I got one. I'll put one more together, right?
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that just gives me the chills.
Woo!
Yeah, speaking of buttery,
Yeah.
skirt steak with mushroom butter.
Paz, how awesome is it to witness your writing be turned into a trumpet?
Oh man.
Jay, can you play the applause?
Yeah, Jesus, sorry. I was muted. I did, but it was muted. Sorry. We give him everything.
He's got one more.
All right, send me that take, brah.
Ah, beautiful, brother. Beautiful.
He can go all night.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna bounce this over to you so you have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear the beat in your head, so on the
I started from the straight beginning. You'll hear it. And
on the one.
right at the very beginning. You'll just when I bounce it, you'll be like, okay, you know where to go. All right.
I know, I'm just moving it over in the song. That's why I'm gonna.
Yeah. And you can cut it how you need to. Let's see. Okie dokie. Go here. You want this email, right?
Yeah, however you want to sing it.
Plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors, long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme plumes of swirling smoke rings. VSOP because they didn't have the XO because apparently there's a shipping issue out of France right now. Clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme.
I haven't had that yak in about a year. I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow when my stinking ass kids get up at 5 in the morning. Hey, they're stinking. You mean your stanky ass kids?
Yes, they are stanky too. They do be stinking.
Did you track,
man? That was funny though, because that was actually an accurate breakdown. Like otherwise it would have been straight Nate Dogg. But
I know she's
bringing reality to the critique.
Revealed you.
Get that track, man.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, man.
All right. Well, I just want to say, because I know we're getting to that time, but I just want to say thanks for having me. This is a treat. I've been working all day. I went and took a night. I got out the house and took like a 20, 30-minute drive just to get out.
Yeah.
Came back and was like, let's do this, man. This was.
Yeah, man. If you gotta bounce, feel free. We really appreciate it, though. You're the fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for being here, man. The treat is ours. Seriously, it's like
Real, man.
dude, we haven't been able to see you in person in so fucking long that this is like it's good for the soul, you know, man.
I'm happy to know you were in Fox Lake, though, man. We had to safely meet up at some point.
I need a coffee.
Yeah.
Well, and the goal for this live stream is
Definitely.
to eventually turn it into a cabaret, like a live cabaret with the music that we make and the sketches that we do. And you know, horns are definitely in the mix somehow. So
You have a preference on which take, Marcus, or did you?
You do what you do, man. You
Yeah.
bro.
You're just like, giving it to you. Giving it to
I mean, I was feeling take two. I thought was like,
I thought take two was a little bit better than two. So go with
Deuces. Deuces. Throw up the
Dark
deuces.
chocolate.
Woo! That's it.
I really like the second half of that take more than the front half.
Man, you go ahead. You the splicer, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Chop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
Like,
Marcus, who was the engineer for Miles and Gil, who they revolutionized editing tape?
Man, I can't even remember, man. Those are the only two cats I really remember from that major session, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I remember reading about he was almost considered the third there's no third Beatle, but he was considered the sort of missing component in terms of what Miles would do with the editing of his albums.
Yeah, I
and
think
revolutionized cutting 4-inch tape.
Well,
And
speaking of which, I think it's time that we.
Let's try a couple tricks to get my fix. 'Cause it's time to take you in the mix.
Take you in the mix, baby.
In the mix.
Boy, if y'all don't turn this into a straight up live shit, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Hey, man.
Yo.
You're part of it.
Me too.
how do you mix Marcus on a horn part?
What's up?
How do you mix a horn part when it's
Well,
live?
the beautiful thing about the horn is it's a lot like a voice. And the only thing is that it's much louder, with the exception of Paz. So it's that was a joke. Yeah. So
He blacker than the motherfucker too.
yeah. So as Marcus can tell you, you need a different kind of mic, or you'll distort the diaphragm of a regular vocal mic like this. So you need a ribbon mic to really get a trumpet or any. I mean, saxophone you can probably do a vocal mic, but things that blare like a trombone or a trumpet, you really need a ribbon mic to really capture the way the sound sounds to us live, the way we love it, the way it sounds. Otherwise, it ends up thin and weird and kind of distorted.
Me?
Yeah, thin, weird, and distorted like you. Yeah, yeah. Sort of like you on drugs. And so, yeah, so basically the good thing is that he knows that and has a great mic. So right now, all you really have to do with this, he's soloing, so it's not like vocals have to cut through. So I'm not going to like over compress it or anything. I'll put a touch on there and then I'll give it a little bit of EQ and then really just put a little wetness on it and let it speak because he's the star of the show there, you know?
Yeah.
So you'll hear right here. I'll put a little bit of. Like I wouldn't even. Like, it should not be routinely taken off more than 5 dB there. And then we're with the EQ. What's up?
Did you bring the threshold up and the ratio up?
I don't know what I just did, but
Okay.
I brought the threshold up because I didn't really want it going up to like 10 and squashing it. I mean, part of this particular tone that I asked him to hit was that we wanted a lot of dynamics in it, and so that he could be breathy and then hit hard, and then, you know, so if I squash that, we lose what's joyous about that.
Dynamics, yeah.
That said, we could clean up the room a little bit. It's a little dirty. So we can find where he's peaking up here. So there's where it kind of gets that painful little spot. And then I just tuck that a little bit. And then we should be good. And basically all I need to do here is just bring a little bit. I already have some reverb and delay set up. So I'll just wet it just a touch.
Wet it. Just wet it. Get it wet. Get it juicy. Just a touch.
Cool.
Dude, Marcus, I love the shit that tinny fucking that's what makes it feel like a fucking party that's really happening.
Right here. Just give me one of these.
A plunge, a baby plunger, a mini plunger. Yo! It's like Charlie Brown's teacher making music.
Yeah, like Charlie Brown singing. Right.
But the melody that you came up with out of there too, that's just moving.
Well, it was funny because when he was
Oh, my bad.
I was like, it's weird because I have no idea what's going to be happening. I don't know what's. I mean, I kind of expect what's going to come from.
Friendly for boss.
You just never know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the vibe of this is going to be.
Yeah.
So I laid it down. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens, man. You know.
It's awesome.
I like what he's saying though with that breathing, that other part is so opposite, but it does give more of the mood that I think what we were talking about.
Yeah, well, the two parts definitely flesh it out and balance each other well, which is cool. I mean, it's like they almost compete for a bit there, but they don't quite. I mean, like
it's a good transition too. It's not like this and then it's just like it just floats right in, which is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, can you put us on gallery mode now that we're all done?
Yeah. All right, and we are nearing completion here. Just give me a second.
Marcus, I think I was thinking about Teo Macero.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the check. Yeah. That's like it just. I mean, when you said that, it's funny because it's like Duke Ellington got his start on Broadway, writing Broadway show tunes, which became American pop songs. Basically.
Yeah.
He wrote over like 2,000 Broadway songs. And when he was really getting in his band, his homeboy was Billy Strayhorn. Billy Strayhorn was actually Duke's right-hand man, and Billy is actually, a lot of folks say that Billy was the dude who kind of wrote a lot or really influenced Duke's playing and added to his charisma. Because Duke was like a pretty boy, man. Duke had little handkerchiefs. And man.
Prenez vos boissons, allumez vos cigarettes, détendez.
That's it. Yeah, I hear you.
Prenez vos boissons, allumez vos cigarettes, détendez-vous. Les spectacles est sur les ponts de commencer. Quand les spectacles pour.
I hear you. Okay.
A shitty ass French.
Prenez vos boissons,
I used to have a
allumez
pretty
vos
good French.
cigarettes, détendez-vous. Les spectacles est sur les ponts de commencer. Quand les spectacles pour recommencer.
I say,
Jay, I hear you, Jay.
I say, grab your drinks, light your cigarettes, and relax. The show is about to begin. When the show can begin again. I thought I'd get like a little prepare like French static.
Allumez vos cigarettes, détendez-vous. Les spectacles est sur les ponts de commencer. Quand les spectacles pour recommencer. Prenez vos boissons. Allumez vos cigarettes, détendez-vous. Les spectacles est sur les ponts de commencer. Quand les spectacles pour recommencer.
We'll get some authentic, some real true information about what we do and what we have done in terms of the creativity of this art form. All you've got is what we left to the recordings.
Feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips all sex and smoke like barbecuing with Texas folk. Mad flavor like Mexico. Let's get on down. Half big city, half little town. Looking in the middle.
Oh,
What happened? What happened?
Shit, it's gonna be a good one.
that's dope.
Yeah, can you crank it just a little bit more?
Well, are we done with the mix?
Jay.
We can't hear you.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I had myself muted because I was clipping really hard over here with you guys, so I needed to mute it up. But give
Should
me
we mute for the listen? Is it better to do that?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, till the end. Hold on.
Let's get on down.
Manicure my funky bro.
Oh, she a killer. She catwalked over and said, Vous ami la French vanilla. We bonbons and all that good stuff. We order cool ketchup salad with a lemon vinaigrette. As I lit a cigarette, I'm thinking, good gosh. The silhouette gets me sort of.
Hold on. I just need to touch on Paz real quick because he hit it with a much different than you.
Nickel.
Yeah, I need to hit it up real quick too.
Sipping no sherry, cause I don't parlez-vous, no Francais. This belle femme kept eyeing me. I'm like, oh, she a killer. She catwalked over, said, Vous ami la French vanilla. We bonbons and all the good stuff. We ordered croquettes and salad with a lemon vinaigrette. As I lit a cigarette, I'm thinking, good gosh. Her silhouette gets me sort of wet. She said, Je m'appelle Juliette. When the jazz quartet played, she stood up and did a pirouette. I was hoping I would win, and it's feeling like a clarinet night. As Juliette and I walk out, it's like,
Yeah. Hey, YouTube, if you've been with us, hit the like button below. Hit the thumbs up for us.
Chilling in this cafe, sipping on sherry.
Trying to get that algorithm back on our neighbor.
This belle femme kept eyeing me. I'm like, oh, she a killer. She catwalked over and said, Vous ami la French vanilla. We
Hop up in the shower now and then I find my
belle femme kept eyeing me. I'm like, oh, she a killer. She catwalked over and said, Vous ami la French vanilla. We bonbons and all that good.
Okay. All right. I think we're.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Jack, say what you said again, because you couldn't hear you over the mix.
If you are on YouTube right now, it helps us if you hit the thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed to us, please do that. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, y'all. This has been Tuesday Night Live. We
Very good one.
We'll say bye afterwards, but here is the song. The song is called
French Noir.
This Place is Aces, which now does not even, it's not even in the song.
You could do an echo out of it. You could the last take that I sent you, out of all of them, you could do like at the very end, you could do like an echo out.
That's actually a good idea.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me.
Good idea.
Let me quick put that in. 1 second. Let me quick put that in.
And thank you, Facebook, as well.
Yes.
We love you all.
Thanks to the communities. Thanks to the peoples.
Twitch.
Spread the word. Tell some friends. Come chill.
Twitch at Jessica Elizabeth stopped by.
This place is aces.
Jay Simmy's always sharing love all over the place on YouTube. Tara
awesome.
Reid, the famous actress Tara Reid.
This place is aces.
I think Steven Tachik was in the house a little bit earlier.
He's a big Marques Carroll fan, so he's been talking it up on Twitter all day.
Funky shuffling fun.
And he's got a brand new baby, so you know he's like awake.
Did they have the baby?
Right.
They had the baby. Yeah.
Yes. They had a baby.
Oh,
Very cute baby.
Congratulations.
Steak and mushrooms. This place.
There we go.
We ain't getting no sleep with no new baby. That ain't
Mushrooms, hot water with tea bags, and lemon. This place is aces.
Yeah.
Okay, one quick thing I like to do before all this. 1 second. Got that. Okay. Jeez.
No, you guys should really try to do this as a career, man. I mean, you guys are really fucking good at it. I mean,
we are trying to do it as a career. We've been trying for 20 fucking years, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You guys should try and do this as a career. What do you think this fucking show is about?
This is, but you talked earlier about adaptation. It's like, what else can you fucking do, man? There's no gigs to play. There's no fucking theater. There's no music right now. It's just like, this is what we got. I think we're taking to it quicker than the audiences are taking to it. Like it's like a new thing. People have to train themselves. Like, there ain't shit on fucking TV at night, man. You can watch all your streaming shit whenever you want. Like, this is kind of a cool, interactive thing,
And also, at this point, you've already watched everything that there is to watch. So.
Yeah.
Hey, do we want to watch us? Do you want to watch the screen? What do you want to watch for the final?
Let's watch each other.
Yeah.
Let's dance together.
All right, here we go. Ready? If you mute yourself, you'll probably get better audio. Jax, give me the up, down, and okay. All right.
I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. We'll see y'all at the end of this song called "This Place Is Aces."
Prenez vos boissons, allumez vos cigarettes et détendez-vous. Les spectacles est sur les ponts de commencer, quand les spectacles pour recommencer.
They will get some authentic, some real true information about what we do and what we have done in terms of the creativity of this art form. All you've got is what we left through recordings.
Feeling fresh and I'm looking good. Fingertips on sex and smoke like barbecuing with Texas folk. Mad flavor like Mexico. Let's get on down. Have big city, have little town. Looking in the mirror, I adore myself, so I pour myself a little bit of brown. Get a glass and chill it, fill it, rocks, swirl it, swill it, still it. Burn my chest, but it burns so beautiful. Burn like yes. No stress, I'm dressed so rare. Cufflinks in this pocket square. Heads in a hat with a tilted brim. Music's muffled, then I walk in. It's
It's
like
a cafe in Paris. Plumes of swirling smoke rings and snaking vapors. Long ash stacks defying the laws of physics as they stand atop a cigarette, clutched in the dainty fingers of a petite femme fatale.
I'ma need a coffee to stay awake until the party poppin', 'cause that's when I drop in. Till then I'll take a nap and manicure my funky brow. Hop up in the shower now and then I find my white gold grill. But chill, got a pocket full of pills. My dame expecting me to lace the whole place with the M to the D to the N to the A to the what the fuck is going down tonight? And I walk in, it's like
This ain't no fancy cafe, and yet it is because it's a fucking French cafe. White Americans sit in the corner, strategically placed there by the hostess because everything about them says crass, despite the Americans' best intention to ingratiate themselves. Dark chocolate.
The show's about to begin and the rap pack's rocking tonight. The show's about to begin and the rap pack's rocking tonight.
I'm going back to Paris, cold chillin' in this cafe, sippin' no sherry, cause I don't parlez-vous no Francais. This belle femme kept eyeing me, I'm like, oh, she a killer. She catwalked over, said, vous ami la French vanilla? Oui, bonbons and all that good stuff. We ordered croquettes and salad with a lemon vinaigrette. As I lit a cigarette, I'm thinking, good gosh, her silhouette gets me sorta wet. She said, je m'appelle Juliette. When the jazz quartet played, she stood up and did a pirouette. I was hoping I would win, and it's feeling like a clarinet night. As Juliette and I walk out, it's
also like black Parisians whose skin is the shade of the tiramisu they share with their loud, rude, but somehow still cool white Parisian counterparts. Skirt steak and mushrooms, hot water with tea bags, and lemon. This place is aces.
Oh, shit, fellas. Oh, shit.
So I would like to remind people that we finished at by 10:30 every Tuesday. Try to do it in under 2 hours, and that's a crazy amount of shit to do real fast. So beware of what you're seeing, and if you thought it was cool, please share that shit. And remember that the song is always, I take a couple days to mix and tweak because I do want the shit to sound proper before I give it away. So we all want that. So we pass the mix around, make notes, and Friday morning we drop it on SoundCloud for you to download and have on your phones and give it to friends and play it at parties and take it to France. So remember, the track comes out Friday, and next week we have another guest, right?
Next week, Matthew Scholar is going to be with us.
Next week is Matthew Scholar, one of the best blues harmonica players in the world, and definitely in the city of Chicago. So let's.
Marques, is there anything you want to?
Wait.
It's the Rap Pack, we got sauce. GQ, JQ, Jackson Boss. Take hip hop, get experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central.
All right, Marques, what do you want to plug, baby?
So I started my own record label this year, J Mark Records.
What's it called? J Mark?
J Mark Records. It's on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram, MCM_ULTD. That's also a music production company. My other band, Chicago Soul Gas Collective, is releasing their second record October 30th, in about a week or so. We got Raul Madone, guitar player, on there, and Nicholas Payton on trumpet. And I just recorded my first 2 original records to be released on my record label, one at the end of this year in December. And the next one's going to happen in 2021 to start the year off right. It's coming soon. I'm going to drop singles first so everybody get a taste. I think I'm only selling vinyl, so if you want to get it.
Damn, bro. I'm so excited for that. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so psyched for you starting your own fucking label and fucking doing it for real, dude. You got to. It's great.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it myself, man, because at the end of the day, who gonna do you better? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna treat you
man.
True that. I love you, Marques. Thanks for being one of my best friends, and thanks for being on the show. Everybody else, we'll see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we have Matthew Scholar, and I want to say thanks for sticking around. We love you.
Thank you, Weezy Jenkins. Thank you, Weezy Jenkins.
Steven, all y'all.
Weezy Jenkins.
on Tuesday night.
See you next week.